good. It's working. Well, welcome back, to another episode of Femininity by Rachel B. I am your host, Rachel B, and tonight I have something very special in store for you guys. So tonight is going to be like a late night episode, so I just decided to do it in my bedroom because I want to be as comfortable as possible. Let's see, what song do I have that I want to play today? I love this song. So the reason why I wanted to go live is because I wanted to allow my fem members to call in and ask questions and take part in this episode because this episode is really special to me because it's about progress and staying on track with your healing journey. Just as recent, I had a interview that I did with a radio show in London, and it's funny because the person I did the um, radio interview with, it was someone that I met years and years and years ago, and we just stayed in contact, and um, it was a really good interview, and she asked me a lot of questions about the Femininity podcast, and she was really captivated by a lot of the content and about um, the titles and how much I was touching women's lives. And sometimes it can be very overwhelming for me because I get so many questions and comments at one time that I kind of slow down. And I have to say that not only am I helping other women, and I know that I am also being healed and helped myself because when I started this podcast, I talked about how I lost and I felt like I lost my feminine energy. Or not necessarily lost it, but I just felt like I wasn't operating in my highest, at my highest potential. This episode is going to be about staying or sticking to the script. And what I mean by that is whatever your plans are for your life, whatever your goals are for your life, you have to make sure every day that you are doing things and you are consistent about doing things that are contributing to you and your healing, where you want to be, where you see yourself in life. Um, for me, I wasn't the type of person that was very open about my feelings. And even with me doing this podcast, I'm a very private person, and sometimes I can get backlash or, just, people saying things, using it in a messy way. Yes, girls, I get that. But it's okay because I am becoming more comfortable with speaking and opening up to people. And I just feel like what's for me is for me, and what's meant for me to do is meant for me to do. And I can't be afraid or feel like I'm allowed someone to block me. It's just not going to happen. Um, I want to read something that, I wrote down a long, long, long time ago. I'm sorry, one of the films is texting like, I don't see the podcast. And I'm like, I'm live. I'm doing a live podcast. And for anybody that wants to know exactly why I am doing a live podcast, hold on one second. Um, One of the things that I wanted to do is I want to hear from the films. I want to hear about your process. I want to hear about what your goals are. This is a community for us to grow. So I don't always want to pre-record my podcast and just put them up. And yes, yes. So that was the whole purpose. And this is going to be, I'm recording it at the same time. So it's going to go up live. It's going to go out later. So you don't have to worry about if you missed it or anything like that. Um, so, girls, I was going to read you guys something that, I wrote down a long time ago. And I want you guys to really, listen. And it might spark something in all of you. I definitely come back to it and, read it. And it just keeps me, with my mind, my state of mind, to keep going no matter what anyone says, no matter what anybody does or tries to intimidate me, anything like that. It's time for you to get very detailed with yourself and about where you're going. It's time to start letting go of certain memories, toxic people, and anything else that's holding you back from the next chapter. Leave them in the past where they belong. Start moving forward in the direction where you belong. Don't worry about anyone or what anyone thinks of you. Your moves your moves are long as you are happy, keep them. Keep your dreams between yourself, the universe, and the happy spirits who want to see you shine. I gotta read that again. Keep your dreams between yourself, the universe, and the happy spirits who want to see you shine. Life changing blessings are already been set in place for you. The next time, the next step is the one you've been waiting for. That right there says it all in itself. Um, in my past, I have kept people in my life because of longevity, you know. And I feel like we kind of attach time with people, and that's not always healthy. I know I have. If we have been friends or, you've known me for over a certain amount of time, I automatically feel like you're for me, and that's not always the case. Sometimes the people we know the longest are the people that we need to get rid of right away. And I say that to say, I have, let me see, I've been in Miami for almost a year. And I've been coming back and forth to Miami since I was in my 20s. And the base of my friendships, my relationships, anything has been in Baltimore. And I can't say that I've always had terrible relationships. I cannot say that. But I was so used to being this social butterfly and this person that was so nice and accepting, and I just accepted all kinds of energies, and I was friends with anybody that wanted to be friends with me. I was like, yeah, girl, yes, 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 yes. And I had to learn the hard way that that's just not what you do. You can't accept any kind of energy in your life. You can't, um, you know, just allow people in your space because once these people, or if a person is not for you, is in your space, it's really hard to get them out. I'm gonna tell you. So, you know, I just feel like now I'm in such a better place. Um, I have been here almost a year, and the relationships that I've built, I have like a lot of entrepreneurs around me, a lot of, um, kind, amazing women around me, a lot of connections I've made thus far, and it has been really amazing. Um, and I just think that change is always good. I know change can be scary, but when you're healing and you're looking to move forward and you feel stuck, sometimes a change of environment is great. Sometimes cutting those loose ends and getting rid of those people that were in your life that were not necessarily holding you back, because no one can hold you back but you. Um, but sometimes people can kind of be in your ear. And that's one thing I have been able to do, is not have too many people in my ear, because I know that that's a form or a way that people can manipulate you in your decisions. Um, so, guys, if you guys want to start calling in to ask questions, you can call in now. I see you guys are texting me. My films are texting me. So you guys can start calling in. But like I said, sticking to the script and whatever, you had planned for 2022, because we had what? This is December. We pretty much got a couple of weeks left. And I don't know about you, but me, I have a lot of big plans. And my biggest plan is to, make sure I am growing Femininity by Rachel B. I have so many plans for my community, for our community, because we are one. And I have so many plans for this community. I have so many inspiring things. Today I was in Miami, and I'm looking for venues so I can have my first gathering for the films, and I found the most beautiful, breathtaking place. It was so pretty. It was like flowers everywhere, greenery everywhere. It was just so amazing and nice, and I was just so happy. Like, it's like now at this age that I'm at, the simplest things make me happy, and my environment, and just making sure that things are as positive as possible, and keeping people that don't align with that, or it's not looking like what I want it to look like. Okay, guys, we have a caller. Oh, I don't know. I lost the caller. She called like twice. Um, so, recently, a friend of mine was telling me a story, and was talking about, progression. And most of the time, my friends are talking about like a relationship or something that, they've been in for a long time, and, just doesn't work out. So I was talking to my friend, and she was telling me about a book that she was writing. And my friend has been through a lot. She's been married for 22 years. She got married at 18, I feel like. And her and her ex had maybe 3 kids together. And this friend, we were sitting talking, and she was telling me about the book, and she was just saying that, as she's writing, and as she's like getting all of her things out, and she let me read some of the book, I was like, wow, I had no idea that you were going through all of these things, or going through all these changes in your life. And she was telling me that her ex-husband would give her a lot of um, negative feedback, and He was saying really mean things to her to discourage her from finishing the book. So I said to her, God didn't give you the gift of writing, for someone to intimidate you or make you feel bad because you're speaking your truth. And I told her, your book is really good, and you don't know how many people you are going to help in this life. You could help one person, and that's enough. And, she was telling me, like, you know what, Rachel, you're right. It doesn't matter about what anybody thinks or says. It doesn't. Just like what I was reading to you guys. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks or says about your journey, about your truth, about where you want to go. Your path. It's your path. And, she said, I'm going to continue to write this book. Um, oh, it's static. Okay, hold on, guys. Let me see. Hold on, guys. Let me see why it's so much static. Hold on one second. Okay. So let me see here. This might be better. Okay. All right. So let's just see if this is better. Okay. One second. Okay. Okay, girls, is this better? Much better. Okay. So this the static was coming from my light. Okay, good, good, good. And I can see much better. I was trying to be like, have you guys have a little visual, but okay, good, good. Good, 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 good. Okay, good, good, good. So I'll just have it recorded so you guys can see. So what was I saying? Okay, about the book. Okay, good. Good. I'm glad you guys can hear. Okay, hold on. Okay, so basically, I was just saying about my friend and, her writing this book. And I just told her, listen, you have to, okay, Bug was calling. I had to send him to the voicemail. But so basically, I was just telling her like, listen, don't let anybody intimidate you or change what you have set for yourself. It's your plan, it's your path, it's your truth. And stay in your truth and don't let anyone basically discourage you from telling your truth or helping anyone else. It's just not okay. And I think sometimes, we take these long term relationships that we have with people and we allow them to put certain expectations on us, or we let them, have like, what is it, privilege, a certain kind of privilege. So, I've been through it, and I'm not going to let anybody stop me. Whatever topic comes up, anything that I can be of help with, if I can tell a story that I've been through, I am going to tell that shit. I'm sorry. And that's just what it is because it's my truth. And I want to help as many people as I can while I'm on this earth because we don't know how long we have to be here. We don't know, you know, how long, we just don't. So ladies, I want to know about your goals. I want to know about your plans for the year. I had you guys tell me what your goals were. This was maybe like last week, so I'm gonna tell y'all mine. So my goal is to lose 15 pounds, and so far, ladies, I have lost 4. I have been cutting out bread, potatoes, anything that's sugar. I really don't do sugar anyway, but anything that's like bread or like bad carbs, because y'all know I'm vegan and I love potatoes and bad carbs and potato chips and stuff like that. So I cut all of that out of my diet. And what else have I been doing? I've been drinking more water, which reminds me, hold on one second. What else have I been doing? I've been practicing doing things like um, as far as like my skin, making sure that I do my regimen morning and night, because sometimes, I'll skip a step if it's like on a weekend or something like that. I've been practicing that. I know, right? I've been practicing that. What else have I been doing? Wearing less makeup. Um, Try my best not to wear too much makeup. I've been doing that. Making sure I stay consistent with my workout. Like even when I get off tonight, I'm so dedicated with doing this podcast for you guys that tonight when I get off, I am going to get on this Peloton right here, and I am going to do about 30 minutes. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here eating. What are you eating? No, no, no. Put them potatoes down. That's like one of my favorite foods is potatoes and rice. And I swear, guys, films, it really does keep a lot of weight on me. And I just can't do it anymore. Um, so those are some of my goals. My next alcohol, yeah, alcohol for me too. It really keeps me like messed up in the game. It's just not okay. Okay, so what else do I have planned for 2022? I'm definitely getting this retreat done. I haven't found a place yet. Well, I'm not going to say I haven't found a place. I actually found 3 places. I just need to narrow it down to one. Me and my sister, we are doing a wonderful party here in Miami on January the 16th. How hard was it for you to? The comment went away. So we are doing a party, a big party here in Miami, January the 16th. All of the femmes are invited. Every last one of my femmes are invited. I cannot wait to party with you guys. I cannot wait to see all of you. I cannot wait to take pictures with you. I am so excited, because this will be like my first gathering for our community, and I'm excited. We're trying to come up with a theme. If we're gonna do like all black, if we're gonna do all white, if we're gonna do red, I just don't know just yet. But I am excited, and I just cannot wait until you films until I can meet you all. I'm super excited about it. Another goal of mine, getting out the rest of the merch. It has been taking a little bit longer than I expected because, when you start a new brand and, talking to these vendors, all of the shipping takes a long time, longer than usual before pre-pandemic. And now it's just taking like a little bit longer, but I am excited about what I have going on in January for the group. I'm super super excited. I'm thinking about having a dinner. I'm trying to figure out if I should have it in Miami or have it in Maryland. If you guys can send me a text, because I want you guys to vote and let me know if you guys think I should have it in Miami or have it in Maryland. And that's if I decide to have a dinner. What else did I want to talk to you guys about? It's so much stuff like that I have going on. Hold on one second. Oh my God. it's been a total healing experience for me. Wow. So right now I'm not taking a lot of coaching clients. I'm working with two. I have a wait list of let me see, about 11 women, and I just really wanted to dive in to them and pour into them, and then I didn't realize how much I'm helping my friends. But I love the femininity community. Miami, I need a break. Okay. I love the femininity community. It's been really good to me. Really, really good to me. And everyone is just so excited and so happy and just so eager to learn and listen. And I love it. It's just been amazing. So someone said Miami. Someone else texted me. Let me see what they say. Have, okay, somebody said have it in Miami, have it in Maryland. I miss you too, Sierra. Have it in Maryland. Okay, I'm gonna figure it out. It more likely is I'm having a birthday party in okay. I'm having a birthday party that's going to be held in Miami. So maybe I will do the dinner for the films in Maryland. I'm super excited about that. But um I don't want to get too off track. We talked about the goals and staying on track, and hold on one second, guys. I keep getting a lot of text messages. I didn't know I was going to be getting all these text messages. Um films. Um How are you guys? Because someone else, they can't view the podcast. Hold on one second. It's live. Okay. Another thing that I've been doing is making sure that I make time for my really good girlfriends. Weather is better in Miami. Yes, the weather is definitely better in Miami, but I mean, I kind of want to be fair. The weather is definitely better in Miami, but I just want to be fair. Another thing that has been really good for me is just making sure I spend time with my friends and my sisters, and making sure that they're okay and tapping into them, and checking on them, making sure their mental health is good, and just making sure that they are okay and they don't need me for anything, or just trying to offer my assistance. It doesn't take anything to, spend time with a person or be there for a person. You just never know what someone else may be going through in your life. But I just want to tell you, it's really important to definitely pay attention to the energies that you guys are receiving and allowing to be in your space and in your life. I mean, I cannot express that enough. Like it's just so important. And I mean, hello everyone, I love your content. Thank you. Okay, so I have a FaceTime. Okay, so you guys are getting on here but then hanging out. Okay, so just keeping the negative energy away from you. That's like, I mean, that right there is gold. Like setting boundaries and making sure that, you are just being very intentional about your energy, your space, and some of your dreams and goals and stuff like that. You want to make sure that you keep them, you know, private. Keep them private, and only tell that to people that you know for sure are, for you. And just paying attention to your intuition and paying attention to the vibe that you get from people when you share certain things from them. It's always it's always a telltale. You can always tell by someone's reaction how they feel about you and the goals that you set for yourself. Um, Another thing that I've been doing, if I intentionally call a person or reach out to a person and they're not receptive, or they're not they don't receive me like in my efforts, I'll stop calling. I won't continue to call. I won't reach out. I won't do any of that. I have a cousin that is we basically grew up together, always been really tight. But I noticed that this cousin would, every time something would go wrong in his life, he would get really quiet and really distant. And I wouldn't get offended by that at all because, I know that when you're going through things, it's best sometimes to be alone. And, you know, but it's not okay if a person is reaching out. If a person is reaching out to check on you, if a person is reaching out to see if you're okay, you want to at least, reach back. That's just how I feel. You want to at least reach back. And, that's just an example of not continuing to reach out. How can we call? Okay, so I sent out a number yesterday, and how you can call is, hold on, I'm going to tell you. The number that you're going to call, if you want to call me, is 443 383 0462. That's the number that you want to dial. That number is 443 383 0462. That's the number you dial if you want to call in. I got about 15 more minutes before I go, guys, because I got to get up on this Peloton. And, I just wanted to make this episode be inclusive to the films. And, you guys aren't always looking at like a screen. And, you guys are able to like ask me questions and stuff like that. Hold on, I'm going to make a phone call. Oh, I got the text. Sorry, you got the text. Hi, Moni. I am actually on live right now. Why can't you get on? Everyone else is here. No, it's Femininity by Rachel V. That's how you get on, babe. I don't know. I got another call coming in. I'm on live and everybody else is here. Okay. Hello. Hi, Camelia. Hi. How are you? You alive? I know. I thought this would be fun and exciting. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's been really inspiring to me. The comment that you just made about the people who you surround yourself with. I just wanted to share with the fam ladies a little something about that because I let me put my
Okay.
TV on mute. So
Try to speak up a little loud because the
so
film's saying they can't hear you.
I remember about probably almost 5 years ago now. A young lady who I grew up with since I was 13 years old, and I'm now about 20 years older than that. I had to disconnect because I could feel the energy was just off spiritually. I just felt like we were not connected. When I would share great news with her, it was always not really happy. It wasn't matched with how I was always rooting for her.
Mm-hmm.
And so I definitely agree with that comment. And also, I wanted to kind of ask you a question because I feel like you're very successful and you've been through a little bit probably more than me in this type of situation. So when it comes to, your manifestations and your goals, your dreams, what do you think about like not really sharing it with other people and just kind of keeping it to yourself and doing your manifestation routine?
Okay, so I'm glad that you asked me that, and I want to touch on all of the things that you just said. So, as far as women, as far as your friends, right? I just want to say this, and is bad as it sounds, sometimes um, relationships become stale, you know, and I don't know what it is about people, but it's more likely for someone you just met that doesn't know your past and doesn't know your background and don't know your struggle and where you came from. It's easier for them to support you and to be happy for you than a person that saw your journey. Does that make sense?
Mm. Yeah.
And it's really crazy, but it's just a reality, when I think about people that I've met later in life. They haven't known me long. They don't know everything that I worked so hard for. They don't know any struggles that I went through, none of that, but they support me like it's crazy. But the person that watched you come from the mud, and not saying that you came from the mud, but watching someone come from the mud and then you come to be very, very successful and you're knocking down all of your goals. For some reason that person doesn't want to support you. And I'm not going to say it's everybody, but what I do want to say is make sure you continue to tap into your intuition, because your intuition never lies. Pay attention to somebody's body language. Pay attention to their reactions how their reactions are, how little the reaction may be, how big the reaction may be. Just pay attention to that. Just continue to pay attention to that. And that's good that you did that.
Okay.
Um,
All right. Okay, great. Yeah, definitely.
as far as manifesting, I never talk about the things that I manifest. And I happen to be a very good manifester. Sometimes I would do it and I wouldn't even realize that it was happening. Um, and the reason why I don't share my manifestations is because you never know how long it's going to take. Because you plant a seed, it doesn't mean it's going to happen that next week. It doesn't mean it's going to happen that next year. But as long as you're making the steps towards those manifestations, it's going to happen. So I don't like to disappoint myself or feel like I am being pressured to make something happen because I shared it with someone. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes, definitely. Totally, totally makes a lot of sense. I just wanted to ask because I've always wondered, like, if I share this with others, am I taking away some of that energy from the whole manifestation piece? So that was, thank you so much. Yes, that was
I'm gonna
very
say yes.
clarifying for me.
Anything that you manifest, if you're not manifesting that with your partner or someone that's like, helping you get towards what you are manifesting, I wouldn't share it with anyone.
Okay.
I
Okay.
wouldn't
All
share it
right.
with
Okay,
anyone.
great. Thank you so much, Rachel. I'm so excited that you decided to do some live podcasts. I'm looking forward to more of these. And again, I just wanted to say thank you again for these opportunities that you've given us with this information. I've been following you for a very long time, over a year or two, maybe 4 years. And I think that you're a beautiful person inside out, and you definitely gave me a lot of knowledge when it comes to food and what we eat and things like that. So thank you, and you have
You're
a wonderful
so
night.
very welcome. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I am not going to keep you femmes long because I know you guys got things to do tonight. And, I just really appreciate you being here. So thank you. Um, so yeah, thumbs, just to go back to manifesting and making sure you stay on your goals. You kind of do want to keep those things to yourself. It's not for everyone to hear or to be privy to. Your goals are your goals and your dreams are your dreams, and the more people that you invite or you allow that knowledge to, um, you don't want to taint it. I'm not going to say it's a bad thing, but you just don't want to risk tainting your dreams and what you are setting out for yourself. Okay. So, Fems, anyone else want to call in at all? I got about, let me see, 10 minutes to be on here tonight. All right, let me see if Moni got back on. Let's see.
Hello.
Hey, fam.
Hey.
Are you able to get on?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, Mo, you have any questions?
Well, I really wanted to. I was actually on the wrong podcast, and
I
I
know
was
you was
listening.
on the wrong. Worm me half to death
I was
about it
on.
too.
Yes. I was on the wrong podcast, and I was listening to. It was your very first one. I think it said Was it January? No, not January.
Uh huh.
But it was your very first broadcast when you first tapped in, and somebody was asking you, what do you do when you lose your femininity, and that really kind of struck my soul because I'm like, I'm naturally a loud person, so now depending on where I'm at, I make sure that I'm not being like my loud self
Mhm.
after listening to like a couple of your podcasts, and so it's kind of like I work on using a inner voice.
Mhm.
I guess I would say my inner voice because I'm just naturally loud. So I definitely appreciated that I was even on the wrong podcast today because I was like, you know what, this is so me, and this is something that I really have been working on because I'm like really naturally loud, and not that I'm not really, like a femme because a young lady was
No,
asking me,
girlfriend,
what
you are
do you
definitely
do?
a
And you was
femme.
like, get your hair done, your nails done, take a rose bath, go buy some lingerie or pair of sexy panties. And I'm like, sis, that everything she is saying, that is so me with the loudness. So I'm just working on toning down my voice more.
Good. Well, Moni, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I happen to think that that is a part of your personality, and I have to say I absolutely love your personality. You are absolutely one of my favorite people. One of my favorite people, and I think you know, being loud in certain settings. You just got to change it in certain settings, and I'm glad that you recognize that, and that's what being connected and being more into your feminine aura, being more into your femininity is being present and making changes.
Yes, absolutely. Because I'd be like, oh, okay, I need to make sure I'm not like talking like, because I can get really excited at times. But
Right.
I definitely have been more conscious of it depending on where I am.
Someone else said they learned that from me too. Yes, ladies, when I say I speak so low, I speak like, hey girls, how are you? What are you doing? That
Right,
is
and then
really
when I
how I
see
talk.
y'all
Like,
so loud, I'd be like, "Wow, what are you saying? Like, what? Like, what you say, Rachel?"
I know, I know. So, Moni, tell the fams what your goals are because 2022 is happening, and you might have a goal that you want to share with someone. Not what you're manifesting, but what are your goals? What are you trying to do in 2022?
Well, 2022, I would like to take my social work test to become licensed so that I can start my accredited hours.
Oh,
I
nice.
would like to get back to my real estate class that I was taking, that I had like 4 modules left, and I just let it expire. Um, I really want to get back to working on a project that I've been working on for probably like 4 or 5 years that I won't say that I am trying to manifest.
Mm-hmm.
So that is one that I want to get back to. So it's just prioritizing to do so because I know that will take some time and research and things like that, and maybe assistance from, some so that minds won't be tainted as you just spoke on.
Okay, someone just had a question. How do I balance motherhood and entrepreneurship? I'm gonna answer that question in 1 second. Moni, question. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
having a birthday party, and all of the films are invited on the 16th. I'm also planning a dinner. Do you think I should have a dinner for the films? And really, do we? Somebody said I really need to be. I know that's right because I'm gonna continue to be in my therapy too. Do you think I should have dinner for the films in Maryland?
Yes, I do.
I do
I
too.
think you can make it a two-part birthday because I felt like
Well,
you
this
should
this
celebrate.
this dinner is not going to be connected to my birthday. My birthday is on January 6th. Well, not my birthday, but my party will be January 16th. That's going to be with me and my twin sister. That is not going to be connected to the films. That's just everyone can come and hang out. The dinner that I'm planning, that is for the films.
Yes, and I feel like you should do that because I feel like you're at your 16th episode, and by then, okay, son. Um, I feel like you should do that, the dinner, because you right now on your 16th episode. So 16, 17, 18. Ooh, I was hoping you could have hit 20. That would have been like a good one. But yeah, I think you should do that and just celebrate the podcast.
Okay, good. I'm gonna do it in Maryland. It's official. It is set. We're doing it in Maryland. It's going down. I want all the films to be there. I'm excited. Of course, I want. Of course, I want all the films to come to Miami. That is, if you guys can make it, and that is going to be January the 16th. We are going to party. It's up. I cannot wait. I'm not going to share the location just yet because I am going to be sending out. Yay! I am going to be sending out the invitation very, very, very soon. But if you plan on coming, please go ahead and buy them plane tickets because it is going down. Thank you, Moni, for being here, babe.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
You too.
Okay. So films, one of the films wanted to know how do I balance motherhood and entrepreneurship. It is a continuous job. Every day, every week, I'm coming up with a new routine to balance being an entrepreneur and being a mom. Right now, I just put my son in boxing, which I'm super excited about. And he goes Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And I mean, I'm just like, dang, I gotta figure this out. I gotta figure that out because a part of my job here in Miami is me being in the social scene. I have to interact with women. I have dinners I gotta go to, stuff like that. So I mean, it's just every day it is like a different routine that I have to come up with. My daughter, she's 21 and she helps me as much as she can. My sister, she helps me as much as she can, and we swap schedules. If she don't have anything to do, I'm getting her kids. If I have something to do, she's getting my kids. So I mean, it's not all easy, but I'm built for this. I'm meant for this, and I just have to do what I have to do. And especially being a single mom, we have more of priorities that we have placed set on us. So, it's a everyday battle. One minute I may think that. Hold on one second. I need to talk to you about me. Okay. Um, every day, I'm always constantly changing my routine. If one routine doesn't work, I just switch to another one. If this one doesn't work, I just switch to another one. It's just no week is the same. None of my weeks are the same. But yeah, I want to just thank everyone for being here. If you guys want to call in, I got another probably like 5 minutes because, like I said, I'm going to get up on this Peloton in about at least 30 minutes because I have goals I got to meet. I want to lose this 15 pounds. I'm already kind of seeing my collarbone come back in or whatever. And, I have a birthday coming up. I'm going to celebrate my birthday with you guys. But then I'm going on vacation and, I'm going to live it up. And I'm going to be in some sunshine. And, it's going to be great. It's going to be grand. A lot of you guys are texting me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all of the text messages I am getting. I love you guys. So wing it, okay. No, no, no. No, I wasn't saying wing it. I wasn't saying wing being an entrepreneur and a mom. What I was saying was if one routine doesn't work, just don't feel like you're married to that routine. If that routine is not working for you anymore, just try something different. What I said is, every day you have to change something or do something or anything like that. It just is what it is. So I was explaining that my son, he now has boxing. Before he didn't have boxing, he was doing something else. So now he has skateboarding that he has to go to on Saturdays, and then he has this boxing, and that's an extra couple of days. And then I always have an event or something that I have to attend to network and to build my brand and to, things like that. So I have to do things to figure out or plan things to figure out. So that's what I was saying. I'm not saying wing anything. I'm not saying that. I have something else that I want to read to you guys before I go. And ladies, if you are a part of the FEMS and you are getting your daily affirmations, please make sure you share those with a friend. You never know what a friend may be going through or what a family member may be going through. Please, 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 please share this group with anyone that needs like support, or if you know someone that's just needs to talk, or you know wants something that they feel like they are a part of. Okay, please make sure you share that with your friends. Please, 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 please. Okay, this last thing I am going to tell you guys. This is really really good. Okay, friendly reminder that you have zero control over how other people perceive you, and you might as well just be the person that you need to be for you. So what that means is don't worry about how other people look at you, how other people view you. Don't worry about what someone else is thinking when you go to do something for yourself. Don't worry about that friend that may hate on you, tell you you can't do it, or just down you for a decision that you make for yourself. Don't listen to that ex boyfriend, ex husband tell you you are not good enough. Don't allow people to get into your mind when you have an idea and you think it's a really good idea and they say, that isn't going to work. Or I heard so and so does that, and oh, that might be too saturated. Don't listen to them people. Do what you want to do. Excite yourself. Make yourself happy. You are the person that is in control of you. You are the person that has to live your life. You are the person that has to live with those regrets whenever something may go wrong or you feel like, dang, why didn't I do it? Don't listen to anyone else but yourself. If you feel good doing it, if you feel something in your heart that makes you feel like, you have something that makes you feel magical, you have something that makes you just, go to bed at night and say, good job. Keep doing that. Keep doing that, and don't let anyone discourage you. Don't let anyone make you feel bad about your decisions. Whatever those decisions are, don't feel bad. Do what you need to do for yourself. Thumbs, I love you all. Thank you so much for being here for this live episode. This was my first time. No, this is my second time doing a live episode, but this was my first time allowing the femmes to, take part and, you know, be here. So I am happy about this. And this episode, I'm going to have it edited and it's going to be up in, let me see, hopefully 2 days. Quan can have this episode up and it'll be nicely edited and cleaned up for you guys. So whoever didn't get to see the episode, they'll be able to see it soon. Femmes, thank you so much for being here. This is another episode of Femininity by Rachel V. Very raw, very uncut, no editing, just straight freestyle. I love these type of episodes. If you guys are not a part of the FEM community, please send me a text at 305-614-1916. And FEMs, I will see you in Miami on the 16th.